He does have the spot, does a little bit of damage here on this chamber, but nothing that they can't exactly sort of walk out from for the time being. The heal comes across, and now it looks like already very quick. It is going to be that aggression there. Forsaken straight into position, and now he will take over the top as well. There's the lock-in first. Surf dropped as well. Already Sushi Boys does find a trade, gets actually two before Jing responds, and now it's Foxy to get one back. It's an immediate 2-on-2 on this A site, Komodo. Spike, though, dropped up high.
Man, absolutely chaotic in the first pistol round right now, and a double swing out. Foxy, he has to try and win this one behind the single box. The jump shot, the right click went through the box. Benkai will get taken down. An overextension from Foxy, but a lot of information. There currently isn't anyone in mid, and the push up from Scary as well. That's the spike. The snake bite onto it just to buy a bit of timing, but his teammate isn't able to assist him at the moment. Divide to pick him out, but Sushi Boys in mid will take out Mind Freak. So this bonus round for XERXIA is looking pretty powerful at the moment, and you do have Surf, who has taken a shot out of this operator, so they do know it is in existence. But again, you know, this is that bonus round. This is where you want to see a team like Paper Rex get started in toward this map, and if they do drop this one, then you're looking at a really strong fundamental beginning for XERXIA.
Yep, straight in there. We'll be able to get the wall down. Now, one thing that we have seen XERXIA do very well was play from behind, but I'm sure Paper X can do exactly that with these heavy hitters. Jing and Divide, they've taken the time, haven't looked to get that spike planted yet. Jing wants to try and find some further damage. He is taken low, has to pop that heal orb, but Divide still tapping around. Are they going to be spotted from the top of the railings here? Looks like Surf will do exactly that. He's got his wetsuit on, mate, and he's been paddling hard.
Clock for Paper X starting to creep on through the maze is Forsaken. A lot of these angles, but he's caught out with utility. That Cloudburst is going to be the death of him. Sushi Boys to get that, but it's actually going to be the res on the reversal and the challenge out. But it's just taken through. Now Jing going above, going beyond. Really trying to open up this A site, and they're looking for that plane again.
The amount of damage this man does on the Sage. It's the Battle Sage. We've missed it. It's so exciting to witness. And now hopping his way out towards heaven. It's Scary all alone in this 1 versus 4. You know, he talked about having that resurrection available earlier for Cruz, but I don't think anything is going to be coming of it just yet. Scary just has to wait. Jing spotted, information gathered, Mind Freak to do the stutter step. This Komodo is a little bit of a predicament right now. Sushi Boys has made it into position. Spotted out Jing. Did see the gun barrel. Lockdown now utilized. This could be huge. But Jing, he will deny straight up in the top of the site. Dropping 1, dropping 2. Massive stuff. Foxy does get his way back into it. But this is that position Komodo that they've overlooked in the form of Mind Freak. He's going to be the linchpin here, turning it on its head. No way back into this at all. Surf gets 1, but I think he's going to be punished by Mind Freak, doing him dirty there.
Yeah, well, the fact that that wall was used in mid and the smoke, the cloudburst rather, the dart actually getting the ping early before the timing works out to get under tube. It should be for XERXIA to know that everything is going to be happening around this A site at the moment, but they're starting to get overwhelmed yet again. The distance, the space that Paper X are taking straight in towards their faces, making them falter right now. It's looking too easy for Paper X again. A 4 versus 2 scenario. Surf and Scary, they have been the absolute duo on this XERXIA squad, and now Scary walks right into the crosshairs of Forsaken. Surf, the operator in hands, has to be the weapon taken toward the next round, unfortunately.
And it was a 5-map extraordinaire that we did get to see, but Paper X are looking so strong, and Jing again does it. At least Surf is there for the trade this time round, but Benkai is going to drop him on his bottom. Scary also gets a trade. It's a 3-on-3 Komodo.
Last round in the half, that res was found by Jing with that frag, and Cruz, he was 1 away being taken down, but more trades happening. Sushi Boy's looking the wrong way, and now it's Scary.
He's so far away.
On the other side of the map, exactly right. In B, Main has to pick up his utility too, and he will have access to the Cloudburst. Remember, they have been playing this retake wall over at the A side, so he can potentially pop it right now, but Forsaken's already in the spawn at the bottom of the stairs. What a shot to come through from Scary, though. That is absolutely perfection. And now the 1-on-1 Divide. It's not really a kit that you can really, you know, play Protector on with this chamber. He has to fight for the duel. No utility to rely upon, but the footsteps have been heard, man. Scary, he's dancing around and he doesn't expect Divide. It's 8-4 at the half. Paper X.
Not exactly the weapon that you want to have there, but he's tucked in and he can lock this down straight away. Benkai's also gone for the push, and now Surf, he's getting hungry. He's getting excited. Cruz, though, punishes, and already the chaos does start to continue to ensue. Benkai dropped down to 15. It's awkward. Surf can get the trade. He did have that heal earlier on, and now it's all left on to Divide and Mind Freak. They have to rotate around. Still, Mind Freak a fair way away. Divide is not too far behind that toxic screen. But the plant looks like it will be found. Divide tries to peek on through, but Surf do deny. It's actually Scary, rather. And it's all on a Mind Freak in this 1-on-4.
Yeah, the attacker's Scary is something that is going to be probably very fancy to come through from XERXIA here. It's where he's given a lot more free reign than the defensive side as well. You know, generally you're put on towards a site, maybe the other one here and there. and try to see what you can do. But right now, it's Mindfreak the Viper on that defensive side. His position is known, and 1 versus 4. If he's given a couple of individual duels, it could be good, but through the wall, he will be peppered down by Cruz. That's the pistol going over towards necessarily, you know, completely cover, right? They're just putting that over towards the B site right now, seeing what Mindfreak can do with his Viper utility as well. But right down the guts of this map right now, Jing is just going ham, holding W, and he's going to be rewarded with one as well. Scary's done.
You're Sage doing that? Are you joking? Is this matchmaking in Radiant or something right now? This guy is an animal, just absolutely taking the task to XERXIA with all the confidence in the world. He's got another here, Komodo, completely denying Cruz, who tried to do the exact same thing, and Forsaken straight over and above onto the top of yellow. Does get taken, but the Prowler's come out. He does bite him down, and Jing with 3. That is why Paper X
Foxy as he is on the light shields, but it doesn't really matter. All the players essentially going to be hitting headshots. And speaking of, Devi, he's just playing in the range right now. 2 shots there, 1 for Jing, and this round is essentially already done and dusted if Cruz can't get out that resurrection. But hello, handsome. A couple of kills going back over towards XERXIA, overlooking Jing though. And now it's just down to Foxy. Jing, I'm impressed, bro. I am impressed.
This is exactly what we talk about, right? You know, back home, there was a man who used to throw out the old Sage operator, and, you know, there was a lot of heavy criticism about that selection, but then you see it do crazy things, and this is the exact same sort of difference, right? Sage is meant to be the agent that goes in last, kind of, you know, there to get the res off, to get the heal in, you know, wall down to make sure the plant occurs. But when Jing is playing this agent, it doesn't matter. You know, you throw it out the window the way that you're supposed to play a support agent. You just play it the way you want, and you dominate, and that's exactly what we're seeing right now. The damage enough to keep XERXIA out.
If he sees anything, that's when the wall will be popped out. You would expect from his teammate in Mindfreak. He's going to get a little bit of damage first. There's that Nightfall. Do they choose to play full retake or off the back of what they can spot out? The Horde goes through, and it's just a W from Mindfreak. 1 and 2, 3 in the round for total. And now with the pit here being Scary's domain, Mindfreak will be taken on out to leave Devi in this 1 versus 2. No plant yet, 15 seconds. They're quite vulnerable when they do elect to do so. But within the pit, the prowl is on for Devi. The decay starts to go down, and he is inching closer towards the enemy. It's all about the reveal right now. The pre-fire is here. The pit goes down, and it's on to Surf for the frag. In towards the round. A big creep up down B main.
Yeah, an awkward fight. Yeah, they are straight into it here. Foxy going to be able to find that opening now. It's going to be onto the big man in Forsaken to see what he can do, but it's Scary, the Reaper in the night, that is going to be able to punish Mr. Sustanto. Benkai does at least get one back, taking down the Nightmare here, as it is a nightmare of his own on this fade. 2, 3 picked up for Benkai. What a fantastic response here, Komodo, from the Snowman. He's even got a 4th and trying to find the fight. It will be the ace. 5 on 5, Komodo. I handball it to you. Will they close it out here, Paper X on the retake?
Well, we'll see if the boys are going to fumble the ball right now, because I know I would with my slippy little mitts, and that's what we need to see from a Paper X to get back in toward this retake, this 5 versus 5. Access to not real too much utility. Forsaken on the Cloudburst for sure, but Hunter's Fury is pulled out left, right, in the kill feed right now from everybody as Foxy brings out the Hunter's Fury. He gets on 1, the flank. And Forsaken on that flank. As you say, Big Guy lines them up, and the flick for Forsaken. That's going to be the closer. That's going to be the GG's. The curtain is closed on map number 1 here. Icebox is gained for Paper X.
Yeah, awesome stuff there to get 2 before the relay bolt does pop, at least keeping them at bay for a little while longer. Of course, there has been a little bit of further movement, as we did have to see Devi utilize the rendezvous to get the hell out of there. And now up in the tower, he will be punished. Sushi Boy's bringing it back. Looking to do some further damage here as well. Boombot to go in as Jing does start to move away in this retake. Surf stuck on the side. But Jing, Benkai getting the job done now. It is all going to be on just the last member in Scary. Very, very rough position to be in, swinging around the canteen. They aren't looking his way. Benkai looks up, but unfortunately the shots don't quite connect.
They've got that player advantage. They have to try and get in through the main of A at the moment. The little crossfire that is happening from XERXIA working in their favor for the time being. Some missed shots out from Devi as Cruz is trying to hold this one down. But again, Mindfreak is already into the site. And now it is just onto the big man in Benkai to see what he can do to try and bring it back. They don't need to contest. The spike is for XERXIA right now. And as Benkai tries to get onto it, the fault line will get him for the frag.
Oh, jeez.
The second no. Oh, it's a close one, but XERXIA will hold us. The plant is going down, and again, it's a player advantage for Paper X for the retake.
Yeah, camera out. Sushi Boys can sit back and relax for the time being. Every single member around this side of main. One up rope. One not too far away from the door, but Paper X are healthy to get back into this Forsaken, still 100 HP with that Vandal up, but Sushi Boys will deny Divide. And now, as the Rolling Thunder does start to come out, Benkai actually dropping one with the Aftershock here. Now Forsaken, all moving it on to just Scary. And look how far away he is. The Diffuser's going to come in. I don't think he's got anything. The lineup is just a little bit too late. It's exciting from Scary to see that that was actually so far, but there's plenty more opportunities to do so as they walk in. Full 5-on-5, full buy up, and the site will be secured already. But that Rolling Thunder to come straight on out. Surf, he's going to be stuck in a awkward predicament here. Maybe bang straight into the reef here, but Sushi Boys does afford himself with that trade. But here is the showstopper to come straight through from Jing. How many? It's just got to be the one into Canteen. Foxy, good for a trade, but Jing finds another Komodo. This is why he continues to be able to do so many brilliant things. A third in the round, and it's all left on to Foxy, who does get punished by Device. So Paper X are clear too far away as Forsaken does start to close this gap. It is going to be a very big and explosive retake. I think Komodo, what we can look at is Surf still sitting back, you know, Scary rather, with that post-plant lineup. But Jing does get the entry here. Now the Prowler to come out inside main, but Cruz drops one, and it is going to be just onto the man in Scary. But they're already hunting for him. They know exactly where he is. He can't do anything.
He can't hear
no
the
orbital
defuse.
strike, no anything at all. I mean, they've locked him off for just a second, but they're going to get that defusal. It's absolutely A-okay. Oh, hang on. Nah,
Divide,
too late.
Divide can stick it, and so can Jing. Oh, no, maybe not.
Hang on.
He's on the full HP. I don't think there's time. I think Scary's actually just won this one. Wow. What a recovery.
Wow. Of that post-plant Molotov, but now he gets it off, and yep, orbital strike a little bit later. Fantastic round from him. Now Divide. Couple of pop shots in through the Sky Smokes here. They run on in, but Divide will actually be able to connect with that one. Now Jing on this flank. Will he be able to spot out Foxy? Straight in with the satchels, and he closes it. It's all left on the Scary once again, this time in a 1 versus 5 here. Komodo spots out. It's not even going to matter. Jeez, Forsaken, he's so quick. Straight out main.
Sushi Boys, so at least they've got a little bit of a containment availability here. The spy cam goes and gets a tag, but Divide, he gets decimated on the retreat, on the rendezvous. Forsaken down as well. This is vintage Foxy coming out right now. It's what you want to see. An overwhelming force of XERXIA around this B site. The plant is here. It's the best they've looked in this map so far, I feel. Mindfreak and Jing for a 2 versus 5 retake. Now they know where Jing is, and I didn't actually know that you could stay on the rope there. You learn something new every day. It's all a bait for Mindfreak to get a frag back into the mix, but the plant's already here. They have to concede it on through and turn towards active damage. From the overdrive, you can pick that up with a kill or an orb, and they're just going to go straight in towards this tree position again.
Oh,
there's Rolling Thunder. Everyone's getting tagged up. The showstopper, this is just chaotic. Scary's been taken down, which means no more smokes for XERXIA. And even though he's disoriented, Forsaken is still going for a challenge. Everybody on XERXIA is falling like flies, and it's Sushi Boys and Foxy to see what they can do to reclaim this round. It's looking like nothing, as it's now Foxy in a 1 versus 5.
Down by Sushi Boys and being able to send Divide away, having to pop that rendezvous, getting out. So tower control will be secured here, Komodo, but how quickly are they going to be able to fight their way back in here? Just behind the Sky Smokes, which now dissipate. So they are moving in from that defender's side and spawn. Will they go behind the boom bot? It's actually going to be the wall and straight on in with those satchels. It will be Sushi Boys, however, to deny. However, Forsaken is still in position, has the overdrive up, and he is yet to be taken down. There is Divide, one, but not quite in position. Forsaken actually gets over the top at Cruz. Looking to take the ult orb, but Jing continues that march forward. Prowler destroyed. Now Foxy having a bit of a look around. Still on that line. Here we go. Okay, Mindfreak. Good response. Back to the 4-on-4. And Forsaken, he's actually looking good here. Does manage to drop the fast lane, but he's going to be blinded off as well. Still picking up that Vandal. Punish. Benkai. He's the one to activate here with 2, but Surf affords the trade and Jing to close. So it's still going to be a solid round. Obviously, it was the operators, but they had Vandals. And now the site is Paper X's for this pistol. They're going to be planting at the back of the default box instead of an open plant or a plant over for main. So they're going to have to keep on the site for themselves. And the retake is going to be on from XERXIA. A lot of control at the dish, though. A couple of members now into drop 3. Forsaken is going to be tagged up, but look how quickly Surf over the top, but it's not going to matter, my word. Forsaken just so crisp, so calm and collected on the aim with that ghost. It's all on the Cruz, already inside main. It's going to be Forsaken with a third. The man here in Forsaken, 21-6. They walk on in, straight up towards the top of the drop, but Cruz, he gets it, able to drop Mindfreak. Haunt now goes out for info, but Devi's going to hide here for a little while.
Yep, first little advantage that we can see from XERXIA, and now the overdrive is making
Oh
mincemeat
my.
out of XERXIA. Cooked to a T, and you do love to see it. Medium rare indeed. Taking space. Surf now going to be kind of just crunched in by different members.
Oh my god, Divide.
Did he miss with the gun default? I don't even know. The pistol, the shorty was brought out, and now they know where Sushi Boys is as well. The bonus round that was a hope, a chance, a
desperately needed pick here, but straight away it's going to be that Rolling Thunder on the way through. Jing is already at the top of the site. Forsaken here as well, and it's going to be breach diff as it's Benkai to lock them out here, and it's going to be a full rotation, full 4 versus 4, but Forsaken already straight into main here. Komodo Foxy, he also gets punished and some damage dealt at least out of Forsaken. Scary though has been kept back. That's a great set of Sky Smokes down up towards the top of drop that can at least keep 2 more members out here. Surf finds a way back in for his team, dropping down the pesky Forsaken. It's all or nothing here for XERXIA. Benkai though does have the aftershock. I think they have. It's going to be so awkward. Sushi Boys cannot do that. They've got the lineups. They've got the post plan. It's inside the poison cloud. I think the damage is going to be dealt. Surf has to get off, and now all they can do is hold. All they can do is hold, and there's just no time. Komodo 2 versus 4, and Paper X once again bare their fangs. Elbow position, but Jing still looking from mid, trying to creep out as much as they can. That trademark is going to get so much information here, Komodo, as Jing does manage to at least get one more, but Sushi Boy's good for the trade, and now trying to march that defense here. Foxy punish, Forsaken takes him down. Mind Freak does get dropped though as well. It's a 2-on-2 as that spike will go down on towards that B side.
Ooh, and Sushi Boys didn't get the spot because it's planted on the backside of the pillar right now, so clearing out all in the main under the window as well. And I think Devi's going to be spotted out, so they know for now where he is, but through the wall he's able to find it. Double wall, in fact, as Toxie's screen does go down. Now Sushi Boys in this 1 versus 2 knows where both of the players relatively are, but it's all going to come down to the timing. Forsaken through toward the archers to see if he can relocate with his teammate, get a line on the spike, and Sushi Boys gets a couple shots out, but loses it to Devi, and the pistol round is over towards Paper X. Yeah, how do you look to tackle this one if you are XERXIA, though, because you are so spread out? Going to congregate over towards the tunnel at the moment, but Devi, it's all going to be down to timing, and Scary's going to be the first challenger, and he's actually going to win that one as well, so a little bit easier of a retake. Cruz sends him the 0 points, try and get a bit of a reveal, and as Sushi Boys does fall, it means time is again of the essence for XERXIA to get into the retake. Jing has been sniffed out and sat down by Cruz, but again, Conky, this focus is all on the spike, and look how patient Paper X are. There's the frag for Mind Freak, caught in a reload, however, and a trade from Scary. He's able to get onto the defuse, and he's got it, of course, with time to spare. So the bonus round is not won out by Paper X, but my oh my, did they make it close. I was going to make mention on the fact that Benkai was the one with the Marshal in this round, but it's good to see that they've changed over weapons because Forsaken has the Blade Storm, and now it's going to have to activate, and look at that, straight into water for the trade on towards Surf, and the overwhelming of the A side. Another one out for Forsaken, just trying to go above and beyond for his team. The challenges, though, he will get sat down, and with the spike going on down, it would have been a big duel for Devi to win. Sushi Boys gets traded out as well, and now the 2 versus 2, Scary
bridge
starting to come on out, overlooking the bridge position. He will be taken down, the death of him and Foxy. Conky's got 9 HP, and he's coming for a big old flank. Just know how much damage is delivered, right? I think Benkai literally just had a lineup to ricochet the dart off of the pillar to land at the bottom of the chute. Just in case he was there, it would have killed him.
Only one away from seeing Surf do the same. But Foxy, obviously with that previous investment, he's down to just the Spectre, and I think Komodo is just going to be Forsaken straight in towards the side. Exactly right. Foxy forced away, and they're already...
Wow,
what do you even say at this point? Mind Freak with 2, Jing cutting off the flank. There's just nothing here for XERXIA.
I think you just say nice try for XERXIA in this round, to be honest. They've gone into cave with a bit of a plan of action, and now it is just Foxy. He was the only one at the B site. You think he'd be overwhelmed by Forsaken on the cloudburst with the dash in. His guiding light assisted him, and now it's going to be the thing to try and let him escape from the clutches that is Jing in mid. The hunt is on still from them, of course. Foxy needs at least one more, but it's not going to happen.
Back these 2vx scenarios, can they do it again, or will we need, or see rather, a well-needed round for XERXIA here?
Just look at the crosshair position of Surf, man. He's expecting the jump shot. If he gets any lick of a wider swing, he's going to take the frag. And this is all bait from Divine right now. It's all bait to get Forsaken to peek out underneath the doors. But the metal doors, Forsaken, how is he being able to do that? A missed shot from Surf as well. This is a 2 versus 5 or 4, something like that.
No
it's
way!
absolutely ridiculous. Forsaken, you are blowing our minds right now, pushing in towards Surf. And the clicks are coming on through. That's an ace from Forsaken.
Stack a sight, maybe. You can get aggressive off the start of the round. Sure, there's an opportunity there, but there's just members to trade it out accordingly. You know, you might send 3 to try and take down 1 pesky jet, but then there's just the rest of the team that are well drilled to exactly deny. Now will Sushi Boys be able to collect anything here? Forsaken straight out, punished immediately. But Benkai, good for the trade and good for the response. But now Komodo, I set your eyes on Mind Freak. Look at where he is, but he is responded on. It's a 3-on-3 on this A site to defend here, but the spike, it's running towards B.
Yep, Divide, he's left in the cave to see if he can be the creature, the vulture, to get back in toward this one, but he will be shut down. And there's those Seekers, one of the ults that I mentioned to try and come on now. The shots are missing from Cruz. And now it's on toward the plant for Benkai. He does have the operator to hold the deeper line. And here come the shots. There's that drone for Benkai. Gets a ping on toward Foxy. He has to try and relocate. It's into the crosshairs of Jing, the tour de force. It's actually Surf to get that one. And now this is where the Sova tech comes out again from Benkai. He's not going to be able to use the Hunter's Fury. It's the shock darts early. And actually tagged out Surf on the site itself. There's the Hunter's Fury. And they can't take him off. It's only the single dart. But if he gets this shot here, which he does, the round is just won. He is just toying with XERXIA at the moment.
Doing exactly what he needs to do on that jet, but now the door has been opened. Null Command engaged. A moment in time for XERXIA, and Sushi Boys is the one to drive it. Can he get any more? Will he continue his fury, or will we see Paper X with an entrance back into it? So far, the answer is no, unless Mind Freak and Benkai have got something to say about it. There's one. Mind Freak should have another here with a great bit of positioning. Sushi Boys needs to collect more, and he will get 3. Tailwind away, and it's a 1 versus 3 for Mind Freak, but it will be denied. XERXIA. Yeah, for sure. That's the position that they need, straight in towards the halls. But they look to have pumped the brakes here, whereas the complete and utter opposite for Paper X is going to be this drop down events like Spider-Man. But Foxy does spot some info. Only 1, though. Devi, good for the trade, and make it more than just a trade here, Komodo. He's got more! And Benkai, are you kidding me? This is just an absolute, complete and utter joke right now. XERXIA had all the right decisions, but just 2.
Yeah, do or die time, really, for XERXIA. It was a little bit ago. We'll see what extra change they have here. It's another opening for Surf, at least, to get something started. Yeah. Got to find a little bit more than an opening, though, here, Komodo, as there is members already ready. I suppose the positioning of Foxy is something that's massive, but still alive in the pit somehow. It was Mind Freak, but this is a great response. Straight out, straight down. And there's a immediate shutdown from Devi. Finding Surf, site now secured, but they are so close. Front of the site here, good response from Cruz to at least hold them back. That is 2 for the KO here. Very, very nicely done, but how many more can they collect? Information gathered onto Sushi Boys. Look at Benkai. He has not got any fear at all, Komodo, but it's the opposite for XERXIA. They're just waiting passively, but it's all waiting for the right cause. It's scary. Locks into position. Sushi Boys to drop Benkai. And at least whilst that spike is down, it's Forsaken who has a long, long rotate away from him and an operator in hand. It ain't going to be easy, but if someone is to do it... To a new round at XERXIA, staring against these pistols yet again of Paper X, but they're immediately in toward the cave right now, into the shop, and it's great to see that XERXIA are holding forward. However, the Hunter's Fury from Benkai, that's 3, and it's a 1 versus 1. Problems, Conky, is Scary is on 70 HP. The Marshal could end him. 1 shot to the body. And it's been like, what, 20 seconds into the round that we've seen? The rotation is there out from Benkai. He set his sights towards B, you know, potentially thinking that Scary's run away, but the man... Self to Benkai, it could be over in this round. The silence before. It's all timing. 1 strike of lightning. That's what we need to see exactly right. Timing. Whoever sees who first should be the closing of the round. And Benkai is going to see him looking one way. The barrel. Okay, there it is. No way, man. It was all going to be onto a moment like that. Where would they look through? And series grand final points for Paper X. And this is the effort from XERXIA in toward the B site. And it's the entrapment of the Odins. Going to be, however, 1 of the Judge, 1 of the Odin to start, and another on this Judge. Inside the pit, the Vital Strike, Mind Freak, looking great. Forsaken with another, and ladies and gentlemen, it is going to be Paper X. Your victors here to absolutely decimate XERXIA.